do it again and I'll just edit it out. So.
Or nah. Is that recording?
Greetings all and welcome to Spooky or Nah. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a BuzzFeed quiz, which is... I thought it was called... This is Charlie, by the way. This is my sister. She's going to be joining me on this quiz because we're doing a spooky would you rather. So you guys obviously know what would you rather is. Would you rather this or would you rather that? And then you pick one. But this is a bit of a scary one. There might be some phobia related things, some creepy crawlies, stuff like that. So be warned. But let me know what you guys think in the comments and what you would pick as well. So without further ado...
I don't know.
Do you even watch my videos?
Yes.
Without further ado...
Let's get into it. Okay.
Alright. If you were guaranteed not to get hurt, would you rather be stuck in a pit of snakes or spiders?
Snakes.
Snakes? Why snakes?
Because look at spiders. They're gross. I'd rather have snakes going around me than spiders. Although you could squash the spiders if you laid on them.
But you're not going to get hurt though.
Still snakes.
Yeah, I
don't
agree.
like spiders.
Snakes too.
Any size of spiders.
Because like, you know, when you go to like fairs or zoos or something like that and they let you hold snakes and they sort of go around, it's not too bad. It's okay. Whereas like, I wouldn't let a tarantula do that.
Yeah, no, you
I'd
don't
much
like
rather
spiders.
hold a snake rather than a spider. Let me know what you guys think in the comments anyway. So we've gone with snakes. Oh, it didn't... 72%. Yeah, sure. Okay, that makes total sense. That is over double the votes, which is fantastic. Go humanity. Next one. Would you rather be haunted by a ghost or be a ghost?
Well, would I die old?
That is not the question. It's just, would you rather be haunted by a ghost or be a ghost?
Be a ghost.
You'd rather be a ghost.
I don't want to be haunted by a ghost.
I suppose that's true, because it does. I suppose it doesn't specify how old you are. Like,
Exactly. Like, I don't want to die now and be a ghost.
yeah.
But then again, I don't want to be this age and then be haunted by a ghost because I still got all my life ahead of me.
Well, okay. So if I'm old and I
Kind of.
die, I would rather be a ghost then. But if I'm young and I'm not going to be a ghost, I don't want to be haunted by a ghost. That's a bit.
Exactly.
That doesn't make much sense.
You could be old.
Okay, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm having a hard time making sense of this. I don't know if you're old and then you die, you become a ghost, or whether you're young getting haunted by a ghost. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to go be a ghost because I don't want to get haunted by a ghost because that doesn't look like fun at all.
Just reading it the way it is, like right now,
I'd probably say be a ghost.
I'd be a ghost, yeah.
The verdict's in and be a ghost is
Be a ghost.
75%. That's even more conclusive than the spider one. So, yeah. Ooh, here we go. Would you rather be chased by Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, or Ghostface? Oh, that's easy.
Ghostface.
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 The others are like immortal. If you've watched the... Guys, if you haven't watched the movie, or the movies, Freddy Krueger, pretty much can't die. Jason, believe it or not, also pretty much cannot die. And Michael Myers also, believe it or not, cannot die.
He's got like 15 movies, that guy.
Exactly. He's been stabbed in the eye and everything. Freddy's
just
been
comes back.
decapitated, and Jason has also been stabbed in the face and stuff. Ghostface is just a regular dude in a mask. I would much rather get chased by 5 ghost faces than one of those other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just has a knife.
I
He's
think...
got knives in his hands.
Wait, let's guess at what percentage Ghostface is going to be. I'm going to say 90%.
Really?
And then everyone
But
else...
instead of
will be
100, there's 4 people, so you gotta like differentiate.
No,
that.
I'm not. I'm going to say that Ghostface is overwhelmingly... It's going to be Ghostface.
I'm going 75.
75% Ghostface? Alright. Guys, before we click on it, type in the comments now what you think the percentage for Ghostface is going to be, because I'm pretty sure Ghostface is going to win, whether you think it's 50, 75, 90%, obviously 90%. But comment now.
I feel like second could be Jason.
And 3, 2, 1. Ghostface
Ooh,
is
I was closest.
67%. Okay, and this is kind of how I would pick it as well. Freddy Krueger would be the least, the one I'd want to like have chase me the least. Then it would probably be Jason, then Michael, and then Ghostface.
See, I'd say Ghostface, Jason, Michael, then Freddy.
Ghostface,
Like,
Jason, Michael, Freddy.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Either way, Ghostface, overwhelming. Would you rather live in a cemetery or haunted house?
What type of question's that? Haunted house.
Really?
Where are you gonna shower in a cemetery?
It's just asking, would you rather live in a cemetery or haunted house? Because a lot of the like the graveskeepers and stuff in cemeteries, they've got a little like caretaker's house. So they've obviously got like showers and facilities there. Whereas in a haunted house, it's saying haunted house. This is just saying cemetery. It doesn't state whether the cemetery is haunted. It's just saying, would you rather live in a cemetery or a haunted house? I would
go on haunted house.
That is ridiculous. I would go cemetery any day of the week, because what are you going to do? Like, you got a little caretaker's house in the cemetery. Sure, cemeteries might be spooky. I get it. It might be a little bit scary. But a haunted house, it's literally telling you that you're going to get haunted. A cemetery, it's just a cemetery. It doesn't say it's haunted. You're signing up for getting haunted. Whereas cemetery, I mean, you might get haunted or you might not.
Well, that house is big.
Lots of haunting. It's a big haunted house.
You could hide.
We're obviously divided, so please let me know what you think. If I'm right or Charlie's right.
Haunted.
And it is haunted house wins overwhelmingly. That has shook me.
See?
That has shooketh me to the coreth.
It's a logical response.
I don't understand how that is a logical response, because a haunted house, it doesn't say the cemetery's haunted. Anyway, we're moving on. I don't want to hear your voice anymore. Would you rather be a werewolf or vampire? Easy.
I'm going vampire.
Why do you keep picking the stupid ones? A vampire, garlic, stakes in the heart and stuff.
Garlic
Silver.
is like, have you not seen Twilight?
Really, Twilight? Twilight
Garlic.
Vampires are not vampires.
That's
Vampires,
not even a thing anymore.
they don't sparkle. So, vampires, you've got to drink human blood, otherwise you die. You cannot go out in the sun. You're purely nocturnal. Garlic kills you. Silver kills you. Practically everything can kill you. You can only come out at night. Whereas werewolves, you turn into a wolf when it's a full moon. I mean, that might be embarrassing if you're out in the town having a few drinks. You know, you turn into a wolf. Sure.
People could base this
couldn't
answer
go-
off like being a vampire in like Twilight or being a vampire in the Vampire Diaries. I'd want to be a vampire. I feel like this is where people's brains are going when they answer these though. They're thinking into it. They're not just
But I think of
looking
just,
at it.
I think of just the stereotypical vampires. Sleep at night, like sleep during the day, get burnt by the sun, because that is what vampires are. That's what they originate as. That's what I'm thinking. You teenagers and all your diary shows. Okay, let's go vampire then, because I clicked cemetery on the last one. I was wrong. 3, 2, 1. Vampire is 68%. I don't get this. How you keep
Again,
winning?
more than doubles it.
Where do people's minds go when they answer these?
The same place mine do.
But a werewolf, you're at a huge advantage.
But if you're going to become a werewolf or a vampire and you've got to choose for the rest of your life,
How often is there a full moon? How often is there night?
say you can go out
Wait.
the town.
But how often is there a full moon, and how often is there daylight? Day is every day. Full moon is every now and then. You can't go to the beach. You can't go out during the day. You can't do anything. You can't go to work. How are you supposed to hide the fact you're a vampire? People aren't going to take that well. Oh, hey, how you doing?
driver.
Hey, let me buy you a drink. Uber driver. That's actually really good. Confirmed Uber drivers are vampires. Which famous witch would you rather have peed off? Please. Tell me you've seen The Wizard of Oz.
I have.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the Wicked Witch of the West.
And let's not forget that from my memory, the Wicked Witch of the West dies by water.
Yeah, she does.
Didn't she get water splashed on her and she
Yeah.
evaporated? You just walk through the woods and she's like, ha! And you just like pull out a bottle of just like spring water and she's like, I'm out. Yeah, okay, overwhelming.
Who chose
Yeah.
Maleficent?
Who chose Maleficent? I know, right?
You don't want to...
She's
No.
she's a creepy fairy chick. I mean, she can do whatever she wants. She can curse you and everything. The Wicked Witch of the West just rides a broom, has some winged monkeys, and dies by water. I mean, you just carry a water gun around. Would you rather fight a giant basilisk or a giant spider? Basilisk. Can I ask why you chose that over a giant spider?
Don't like spiders.
Now, I know you don't like spiders, but this is a giant spider.
That's even worse.
This is obviously from Harry Potter. We've got to compare these scenes here, because Aragog was the spider's name, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aragog or something?
They
and
didn't even kill that thing that died from like...
natural causes. But Aragog wasn't that big. And the basilisk was freaking huge. So you got to understand that I would probably pick the spider to fight, because the basilisk was fast. Its reflexes were unbelievable. It could like hear and smell everything just incredibly. I'm pretty sure it had some kind of like special power in the Chamber of Secrets, didn't it? Like, didn't need some kind of thing for like Harry Potter to be like invisible to it or not to be seen by it?
No, but they literally blinded it.
Oh yeah, they blinded it, sure, but let's assume it's not
It
blinded.
died from being stabbed.
Yeah, but that was you could only kill it by stabbing Tom Riddle's journal. That's the only reason you can. That's the only way you can kill it.
Sweetie,
No. Okay, I've only just watched the Harry Potter movies, so don't judge me. I don't know anything.
That was from the Gryffindor knife, was it? Sword.
The sword.
Sorry,
but
guys.
that had to be the specific sword that killed it, though. Any other sword wouldn't have killed it. That's what I mean. Whereas Aragorn, you
Well,
could
yeah,
just.
but it popped out of a hat.
I mean, you could just fly that blue flying car into Aragorn and it would die because it's just a big spider. Whereas the Basilisk was like a magic thing.
I'm so scared that we're getting all the facts wrong and they're just gonna hate it.
What do you think people pick the most?
They'd probably pick spider, but I just don't like spiders.
Okay. I don't know if you guys are keeping count, but I'm pretty sure Charlie is definitely 100% beating me and picking the right ones. I would definitely die. Ooh, alright. Which classic monster would you rather fight? Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, or the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Vampire.
So,
Rips your head off.
yeah, and is technically immortal and has some powers. Frankenstein is slow, not that intelligent, but is also, I'm pretty sure, immortal as well.
Doesn't like fire.
Doesn't like fire. Okay, so that's a big advantage. The Mummy is immortal. I really don't think you can kill that. The Wolfman, that would honestly be terrifying because that's kind of like a werewolf. Like I don't think it's really heightened sense. Like you wouldn't be able to hide that well. Invisible Man, they're freaking invisible, so that's already a huge disadvantage.
Impossible. Like no.
The creature from the Black Lagoon. Now that's an old Universal Pictures movie, and I haven't seen it, and I don't know if it can only get you if it's in water
I haven't seen that either.
or whether it can breathe out of water. So I'm probably gonna.
He's not in water right now.
That looks like a swamp though. I reckon that's looking like a thing. I don't know. Anyway, okay, we're going to count that one out because I haven't really seen that one. I'm probably going to have to say Frankenstein because of the fire. I reckon that's a huge
But
advantage.
then Dracula is like wood, but then he's fast. I'd go the Mummy.
You would fight the Mummy,
Yeah.
and I would fight Frankenstein. Let's see it. Oh, how do you keep doing this? I always come second. You're never in a video again, ever.
I like BuzzFeed.
You are embarrassing
Kidding,
me.
I have another one.
Which possessed doll would you rather deal with?
Chucky's a psycho.
Okay, but here's the thing. Annabelle can control demons and stuff, can't she? Like, isn't Annabelle like a full, like... I understand they're both possessed, but
She's just...
Annabelle can't actually do anything. Like, the doll itself. She just conjures other spirits and stuff, whereas Chucky is actually the doll. You don't have to worry about him conjuring other spirits and calling, like, on demons to, like, help kill you and stuff, whereas Annabelle does that. She, like, provokes the spirit world, and then you're in a world of hurt, whereas Chucky just runs around with a knife. Like, I feel like...
He's a little ginger chasing you with a knife.
Yeah, true, it's Chucky. And Chucky, again, absolutely, over double. Okay. Ooh, would you rather be attacked by crows or bats?
Bats.
Bats mostly eat fruit and insects and stuff. Bats don't have very sharp claws. They don't have beaks. They have little tiny teeth. But I feel like I would definitely rather be swarmed by bats and crows, because crows could absolutely peck out your eyes. They could, like, they will literally tear you apart and eat you, whereas bats would probably just fly around.
Bats turn you into a superhero. Just saying.
Okay, we're probably going to go with bats.
Good things come from
it's
bats.
What? You're kidding! What goes through people's heads? Crows. You mean the birds that are 3 times larger than bats, have sharp claws and beaks, are incredibly intelligent, can coordinate attacks over little fruit-eating boys?
You don't even become a superhero.
I mean, compare Batman to the Crow. I mean, who's cooler? Exactly.
One does drugs.
What?
Right?
Would you rather spend an entire night in a coffin underground or spend a night in a haunted hotel?
A haunted hotel. I'm claustrophobic.
I would have to say the same thing, because I am also claustrophobic, and that the idea of that alone gives me anxiety just thinking about that. So I'd have to say haunted hotel. Obviously, would you rather spend an entire night in a coffin underground or spend a night in a haunted hotel? Obviously, in a haunted hotel, there's probably a chance you would survive. You would just have some, extremely long-term, like lifelong psychological issues. In a coffin, obviously, there's a chance you could suffocate. There's a chance that you could...
Also suffer long-term psychological issues.
Yeah, you're right. It's totally a haunted hotel. The coffin was barely even considered.
28,000 votes to 7,000.
I was going to say, the coffin, I would not like that at all.
I know.
I regret even giving thought to that, because I think about that now, and that would be terrifying. At least a haunted hotel, you've got, more of a chance. That's just a no-brainer. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you've liked this. I hope you've enjoyed Charlie coming on the channel. She's a bunch of fun. I love her very much. She's my dear sister. She'll be on the channel again at some point in the future if she wants to.
Look, I suppose so.
We'll work out the finer details in the contract. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Comment away. Let me know what your answers would have been for this quiz. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification so YouTube can let you know when my new video comes out. And that's it for this one.
That is it.
That is it. So as usual, until the next one, keep it spooky.